How did the Hornets workout, I guess, differ, if at all, compared to other workouts you've done so far previously through your trails?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty standard as far as like the conditioning goes, and getting up and down. But I mean, everything was tailored to what the Hornets do. You know, all of our 3-on-3 was in actions that the Hornets run, and I could tell they paid very close attention to the way we um, did those things to kind of help them out on offense if we were to get drafted here to plug in right away.
Yeah. So how do you feel that you kind of fit with what they're looking for in terms of their sets and stuff like that out there? So just obviously in one
Yeah,
workout.
yeah, fit really well. A lot of the stuff that they do is what we ran at Gonzaga. We ran a bunch of the different things, so it wasn't new to me. It was really easy to kind of get fit right in and know exactly what kind of reads I wanted to make.
In your last senior season, you basically averaged, I guess, 5 points more per game. You had your numbers pretty much jumped up. Can you explain just the reasoning for that? Is it more just, I mean, same amount of minutes you played the previous seasons? I mean, year. So what was it? Did you say that actually had you jump up in production this past season?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a bigger role combined with just knowing, just keying in on exactly what I need to get better at. You know, I was really specific about the things I wanted to work on in the off season to, make the most of the opportunities I was going to have, especially in my senior year.
And then the other thing too is, how would you say your college career has kind of prepared you, obviously, for what you're looking at right now? You mentioned, the things you did, sets and whatnot. How does Gonzaga's like scheme and the way you guys play there maybe help you prepare for the NBA?
Yeah, I think we play about as close to an NBA team as a college can. Just like I said earlier about the sets we run or the actions we have, was really really similar. We play super fast, just like Charlotte does, and like a lot of the NBA teams do. Um, I just feel like I'm a mature, kind of well-rounded player who can fit right into a locker room and know how to manage my time, take care of my body, and that's all of experience playing in college.
And then this last thing, is there a player you maybe pattern yourself after, or somebody look at it and say, you know what, that's a guy who I kind of can emulate in the league already, or somebody you've seen previously play in the league?
Yeah, I really like Clay Thompson. I mean, I want to shoot it as good as he does. That's my goal. And the way he moves off the ball, stays in shape, and he play. I mean, he's a really, really good defender too, and that's overlooked because of how good he shoots the ball. So, if I can get to where he's at, it'd be a huge success for my NBA career.
Thank you, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's go to Will next.
Hey, Corey, how would you rate your defensive game, and what feedback have teams given you on what they want to see from you defensively?
Yeah, it's gotten a ton better even since I left college. Going against guys who are, quicker and faster than I am. It's prepared me for to play this year in the NBA. I'm making huge strides, and I'm going to continue to make huge strides, and that's all that the coaching staff, throughout the league want me to do, is just to see continuous improvement, on and off the ball.
Is more of the workouts on the offensive side or more defensively? Do you feel like there's a skew in that regard?
Each team's different. I mean, some teams score, you get points with stops. Others you get points when you score on offense. So, but it's all pretty well balanced. I mean, you get about as many reps on offense as you do on defense, no matter what.
Let's go to Mike Solarte next.
Thanks, Trav. Hey, Corey, what kind of an advantage do you feel you may have coming out after 4 years as opposed to guys that leave after one?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. I know exactly what I need to do to take care of my body. I've played against pretty much every scheme or every type of defense I think that's possible. Just having that experience, I know how to manage my time. Fit into a locker room, lead a team. And that just all comes with experience, and I've seen myself, also my first 2 years in college, I didn't see as much improvement as I did in the last two. So I've been through, I've been through the process of playing in a role and, learning from veterans and struggling a little bit and coming out the other side and making massive gains and massive improvements because of, the work I put in, while, behind the scenes.
Does that kind of make you feel like the savvy veteran going into the draft?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I'm older than most of the guys that I work out against, so I guess that's going to be. I guess that's kind of makes me feel old, but other than that, I still feel young at heart and I still feel young in my legs. So I guess that's what really matters.
There are a lot of us that don't feel young at heart or young in our leg anymore. Anyway, what's been the biggest surprise for you on the draft trail, the pre-draft trail, I should say?
Yeah, I just what exactly you need to do in order to be fresh every day with all the travel that we're doing. I mean, I've probably worked out with, 7 or 8 teams now and been on planes every other day. So, a lot of water, a lot of time in cold tubs, stretching. You gotta be really, really intentional, especially when you're on the road and flying, to make sure you're fresh every day more than you are if you're just, at home or wherever your home base is working out.
And last one for me, given all that travel and everything, and obviously COVID has been a reality now for more than a year, how extra cautious have you been in these travels and going city to city and doing the things you're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't want to do anything, especially right now, to jeopardize the opportunity that you have to come out and try to convince teams that you're worth their draft pick. So you're going to do everything you can to get on the floor, and that includes, testing negative and staying safe that way. So, they do a great job at airports now, making sure you're keeping your masks on and staying distance from people as much as they can. And, I have my own room in the hotel. So, it's been good. And, I've made it through scot-free. So I'm really happy about that, and I hope to continue that trend.